welcome to another day of sewing at home with me. For today, we have a lot of things going on, running down to November's. I'm trying to push all these projects out, so I have quite a lot on hand. And for today, I'm actually working on a really fun project that I'm hoping to release by November. One of the things I'm hoping to get done with is actually finalizing my keychain features bag pattern. These started out as testers for my mini backpack pattern, but because they turn out so cute, I actually want to turn them into an official bag. When I first made these, my focus was mostly on the fabric design and the overall bag design. I wasn't really focusing on perfecting the gussets or the style of it or how it's put together. And after I made a few of these, one of the things I've been really wanting to work on is try to figure out what I could do with the back pockets. Previously, I made into a car slot. And I didn't really like how it's so loosey and that the credit card could fall off. And then I have this other version where I was thinking of maybe we can try doing like an ID card clear vinyl holder. But then when I make a quick back tester, I noticed that it wasn't really working out. So in short, I then revised the pattern and make it into a little bit of a taller version. You can see it's a little bit taller. But then when I was making this, I didn't really like how tall it is. One feature that I really like about it is that the back zipper pockets. I love how you can use this to hold your coins or your dollar bills that you could carry around. But I didn't want to make this bag too big. Another thing I did try on this little pouch is that I added interfacing to it. But after I used the interfacing, I realized it's a little too rigid. Besides testing out the pattern, I also want to get into finishing up and wrapping up my projects that I've been working on for the hack on the Trader Joe's washable paper bags. One of the things that's very challenging about this bag is the gusset's length. I have a very difficult time calculating the exact length of the gusset so that when we add it to this bag, it is perfect. So I've been pulling out all my little bag making books. Of all the books I have read so far, all the advice was to make the gussets a little longer and then you could cut at the end. But there's a problem. I made the gusset so that it is the exact size. So when you put the back and front panel together for this backpack, it fit perfectly. The gussets here cannot be trimmed after you already complete it together. So that's one of the challenging things that I've been dealing with, and I'm hopefully I figured it out today. So last night when I was looking at this pattern, I was debating whether to put the side pockets as part of the bottom gusset or the top gusset. Now previously when I sewed the pattern, I revised it so that there's 3 parts. The pocket here will be on its own gusset panel, and then there will be a bottom and a top. But then as I learned, that is not really efficient and it's actually making it really hard to calculate the gusset length. So for this time, last night, I decided to make the pocket here part of the bottom gusset. And then this morning, I have a thought that if I were to add the side pockets to the bottom gussets here, then when I attach the pockets, the bottom seam will be visible, which means it will be on top of the gusset. It won't be hidden where the connection parts will be. So thinking about that, I don't think it looked great. So I quickly revised the pattern again this morning. And now I add the side pockets to the top panel. So now the top gusset is a lot longer than the bottom gusset. Here's all the pieces I need for this pattern. I think this is it. When I was designing my pattern, the top gusset was cut so that it's split in half for the zippers. As I was measuring it out, I realized that this part will have a pocket as well on top right here. So then there will be points where it will cover up the slots for the zipper. So I don't really want the zipper to go all the way into the pockets. So what I'm gonna do to fix this problem with my pattern design is that I'm gonna take this pocket lining, I'm gonna lay onto this top gusset, and then I'm gonna mark where it's end right here and on this side, and then the gap in between will be where I will cut a gap for the zipper, and I think that works out. So this is the box that I keep all my spare parts or parts that didn't pass my quality checks. And we need 3 zippers. This is the zipper pull I bought previously, and if you look at it, they are a lot smaller. And these one are a higher quality and a lot bigger. So these pass my quality checks, but these doesn't. And that's why I usually use these for pattern testing. Here are the 3 zipper pulls and then 1 clamps. I think that's all I have time for sewing today. I finished the back and the front exterior panels. They're really cute little pockets, and the zipper works great. Look at this, so cute. And I also decided to add a little bit of top stitching to the little D-ring tabs because I just think that hot pink really popped on this light pastel pink. And then tomorrow when we add it to the bag, we can just sew it and close this raw edges when we sew it onto the panel. I want to stop here for the sewing parts because I really want to get to the paper experiments. I know it took a day to dry, so I just want to get it out and complete it today so that I can let it dry overnight and that it could be dried and ready for me tomorrow. So what I'm going to do next is clear out the stations and then moving all this clean because I'm gonna have to bring all the wet medium back here for the paper experiments and it's gonna make a mess. So I'm gonna make sure none of these get glue and then I'll be right back. Okay, all clean. Now we just need to apply the sealers onto these papers so that they could dry for my experiment. Lesson learned from last time, I'm gonna wear gloves this time. So last time when I did this, I didn't wear gloves and so my fingers were super sticky from all the mediums I use. So this time I'm gonna wear gloves, but I don't have cleaning gloves, so I only have food grade gloves, so I'm just gonna use that just to protect my skin a little bit. It's not toxic chemical, it's just that I just want to make sure the glue doesn't really stick to my skin because I don't like that sticky feeling. So this paper already been soaked in the medium for my experiments. I just need to top coat it today, so it should be quick. This is actually going to be a really fun experiment if it actually works, because it'd be really cool. We could actually make supernatural paper using some of these mediums at home. And then from there, you could just recycle all your paper bags or any paper you have and then use it to make awesome bags. Okay, this is harder than I thought it would be. I'm thinking that I'm gonna do half to see if there's a difference between sealer and no sealer. Alright, that's all I have time for today. I know it doesn't seem like there's much, but there's a lot of steps that involve to get all this done, and I'm happy that I got to this point. I'm very excited to finish the bag tomorrow, so we'll see how it turns out.